Ms. Wilson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, I would like an increase in my financial support.
Okay. And your financial support or support for your children?
Support for the children.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, please.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it, okay? Do not address her. I'm talking to her. You will have your opportunity to speak, okay?
Yes,
Thank
Your
you. Go ahead.
As I was saying, I'm already receiving child support, yes, but
Okay.
I would like an increase for our children.
Okay, how many children do you all have?
2.
Ms. Wilson steps into court with a request that instantly raises eyebrows. She's demanding more financial support, but it's not for herself, it's for their 2 children. Judge eyes narrow as she presses for details. Tension crackles as Mr. Wilson tries to interrupt. What is he hiding? This case is already heating up, and the courtroom hasn't heard the full story yet.
Okay, how many children do you all have?
2.
And how much are you receiving at this time?
$1,500 a month.
$1,500 a month, okay. And you believe that you're warranted an increase? Like, did he come into some money that you know about?
As a matter of fact, he did.
Okay, how do you know?
His secretary kind of told me.
His secretary told you?
Yes.
Did she tell you something or did you ask her to look for you?
No, honestly, she just brought it to my attention.
Sounds like you need a new secretary. She's just telling your ex-wife all of your business?
$1,500 a month. That's what Miss Wilson gets, but she says it's no longer enough. Why? Because Mr. Wilson's income suddenly spiked. And the source of his secretary, who may know more than she should. This revelation turns the courtroom into a powder keg. Is someone betraying Mr. Wilson from the inside?
She's just telling your ex-wife all of your business?
I don't know what she's talking about.
It's his ex-lover.
Ex-lover, okay. We're not going to get into all of that. That has nothing to do with this court.
Thank you.
Mr. Wilson, no, I don't need you to thank me, sir.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go. What is she talking about?
Well, I have an interest in an oil and gas, 2 oil and gas partnerships.
Okay.
But really, it's been a dud. We hadn't made any money until the last year we made some money.
What's some money?
I don't know how much the partnership made, but I received a $50,000.
Let me ask this question. When I ask a question, just answer it.
Yes,
The courtroom gasps. Miss Wilson claims the secretary is Mr. Wilson's ex. He squirms under questioning, then finally admits to a hidden oil and gas partnership. But he insists it was worthless. Until last year. Now the judge wants numbers and fast. Is this just the tip of the financial iceberg?
I received a $50,000.
Let me ask this question. When I ask a question, just answer it.
Yes, Your
I don't need all the extra.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much money are we talking about?
Well, the partnership itself made about $3 million.
$3 million?
But I received $50,000 distribution.
Now we're getting to it. You received
Well,
50?
I didn't receive $50,000. $50,000.
Did you come in my courtroom to play games? I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
not here to play games with you.
No.
He
Your
does
Honor.
that a lot.
Your Honor, she's
Listen,
talking when I'm talking.
And I'll get to her in just a minute. Ma'am, I'll need you to save your comments until I return to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
$3 million. That's what the partnership made, and Mr. Wilson received $50,000. But he tries to downplay it, and the judge isn't having it. His evasiveness sets off alarm bells. The courtroom locks in. What else is he hiding about his fortune?
Ma'am, I'll need you to save your comments until I return to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Now you stop wasting my time. You received $50,000, correct?
No.
Okay, so tell me what's up with the $50,000?
Well, the partnership paid a debt of mine in the amount of $50,000.
Okay, so your partnership paid a debt of $50,000. What debt was that?
It was to the IRS.
Okay, all right. So you know that we could deem that as income, right?
Caught red-handed, Mr. Wilson admits the $50,000 didn't hit his bank account. Why? Because it paid off an IRS debt. But the judge reminds him, even indirect income is still income. He squirms as legal logic tightens around him. Can he escape responsibility now?
So you know that we could deem that as income, right? For
No,
purposes
Your
of
Honor.
calculating your child support.
But I didn't even receive. It didn't even touch my bank account.
It doesn't have to touch your bank account. And under Texas law, I could deem that $50,000 as income, although it's not income producing. What else? Where else you work?
Well, I'm an attorney,
Okay. What type of law do you practice?
criminal law.
Criminal law. All right. How much money you make there?
Well, it ebbs and flows.
Well, answer the question, Mr. Wilson.
I make about 80. I bring home about 80,000.
All right, let me look at some documents you turned in here.
Mr. Wilson insists the money doesn't count it, never touched his account, but the law says otherwise. Under Texas rules, it qualifies. And then the real bomb drops. He's an attorney making $80,000. The judge's tone sharpened. This case just went from murky to messier.
I make about 80. I bring home about 80,000.
All right, let me look at some documents you turned in here. According to your documents, your tax return last year was $72,000. That's about accurate?
That sounds about right.
Okay, so let me tell you what we're getting ready to do. That $50,000, that was the distribution, right? That's your testimony, right?
That
Your
went to
tax returns
IRS.
are correct, right?
Well,
They
Are your
are.
tax returns correct or they incorrect? Is it as simple
according to
yes
my
or no?
CPA.
According to your CPA. Okay,
I
so
didn't prepare them.
according to that, I have your off doing the gross from the $50,000.
His own tax return traps him $72,000 in income, plus the $50,000 non-income bump. The judge does the math, and the numbers tell a story Mr. Wilson can't rewrite. It's not about what he says he earned, it's what the documents prove, and they're stacking up.
I have your off doing the gross from the $50,000. That brings your gross to $42,000, $4,200, excuse me. The net of that is $3,510.58. And then, according to your tax return, you make $72,000 in your business, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So that gross is $6,000, which brings that net to $4,779.38. Who covers health insurance for the children?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
$161.
$161.
The numbers are now crystal clear. His income totals are right, from legal work to backdoor bonuses. The judge calculates every dollar. And when she adds in his health insurance responsibility, Mr. Wilson realizes this isn't just a hearing, it's a reckoning.
Who covers health insurance for the children?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
$161.
$161. Let me just make sure. Is that what you're looking at in front of you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I have your document here. $161. You're going to be responsible for reimbursing that to her.
Thank you.
Yes, so.
Well, you don't have to thank me. I didn't do you a favor. That's just what the law says. Okay? So, adding your two net resources together, I have $8,289.96. Reimbursement for the health insurance.
$161 per month. That's what Miss Wilson pays for health insurance. The judge orders Mr. Wilson to reimburse her. No sympathy, no thanks needed. Just the law. And when his full financial picture is revealed, it's clear this is about more than a race hits. About accountability.
I have $8,289.96. Reimbursement for the health insurance. Prior to adding the reimbursement, it comes out to $2,072.50. Reimbursement of $161 gets you to $2,233.50 because your income did increase from the time that you all got
Your
a
Honor,
divorce.
Can I say something?
Can you ask me the question without wasting my time? Can you do that?
I saw on her Instagram that she goes on a lot of trips. I just think this extra
That-
money just
no.
gonna go to these trips. I really don't think it's gonna
Look,
go
look,
to
wait,
anything
wait,
related.
That is not true.
Excuse me?
That is not true.
Excuse me?
You need to stop it.
$2,233.50. That's the new child support amount. But Mr. Wilson fires back, accusing Miss Wilson of lavish trips and misusing funds. The courtroom explodes in argument, but the judge shuts it down fast. This case isn't about vacations, it's about the kids, and she's not done yet.
I really don't think it's gonna
Look,
go
look,
to
wait,
anything
wait,
related.
That is not true.
Excuse me?
That is not true.
Excuse me?
You need to stop it.
Excuse me,
I can
both
show
of you
you the
need to
Instagram.
stop it. Both
It's
of you need
Instagram,
to
it's
stop
fake.
it. Excuse me. When I talk, the two of you be quiet. Now I see why y'all got a divorce. Y'all cannot get along.
No, we
But
got a
listen
divorce
to
'cause he
this.
cheated.
No, let me tell you about
cheated.
this. I don't care if he cheated. I do not care about her Instagram. All I care about is the money that you've made to make sure that your children are taken care of.
Tempers flare, accusations fly, cheating, Instagram, vacations, it all comes spilling out. But the judge cuts through the chaos with one clear goal. The children's emotions are raw, but the law stays firm. And the truth, it doesn't care about feelings, it cares about facts.
The money that you've made to make sure that your children are taken care of, according to the documents that your CPA produced, your income went up, therefore, your children are entitled to an increase. So, Final child support amount, $2,233.50. Is there anything further from either of you?
No, ma'am, that'd be great.
Thank you. Anything further, Mr. Wilson?
I guess not, Your Honor.
Well, I guess you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you.
In the end, it wasn't about the trips. It wasn't about the past. It was about doing right by two children who deserve stability. With his income proven, Mr. Wilson's support is raised to $2,233.50. No more hiding, no more blame. Just a ruling in favor of fairness. If you believe every child deserves what's rightfully theirs, hit like, leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom drama that reveals the truth one case at a time.